Spock, same volume, new specimen. What did the cameras catch this time?
The 22nd of August, 2025. A party rally in Helsinki. The unelected president of the European Commission answers her hecklers. Be glad you live in a free country. If they were in Moscow, they would be in prison in 2 minutes. Seconds later, in the same footage, one of those hecklers is arrested. He is fined and ordered to obtain police permission before any future protest. The precise thing she had just said, only Moscow does.
So the freedom and the arrest are in the same frame.
Which is the specimen. Not hypocrisy by accident. The assertion of freedom is the instrument that makes the unfreedom invisible. The sentence is the cage.
Names and facts first. Who and what is documented?
The speaker is Ursula von der Leyen, President of the European Commission. The EU's top executive office reached without direct election. A European People's Party event in Helsinki, the 22nd of August. Confronted by hecklers, she says they should be glad to be in Finland, a free country where freedom of expression is a right, and that in Moscow they would be arrested, in prison, in 2 minutes.
And the man arrested beside her?
Armando Mema, an Albanian-Finnish activist protesting EU policy toward Israel. A Helsinki court later fined him €110 for violating assembly rules, shouting, ignoring police instructions, and ruled he must get police permission before taking part in any future protest.
How tight is the timing? Was it truly the same moment?
Seconds apart, captured in the same recording. The reading does not rest on frame-perfect synchrony. It rests on the documented pairing, the words "you are free," the arrest, the fine, and the prior restraint order, all from one event.
Start with the first move.
The definitional dodge, performed live and against itself. The standard invoked is free country, freedom of expression, no restrictions. The act occurring under it is a man removed, fined, and placed under prior restraint. The claim of freedom does not contradict the arrest, it conceals it.
True and false at once. We've seen that shape.
Case 17 exactly. You are free is literally true as a description of Finnish law, and materially false as a description of what is happening to the man being carried out. She did not hide the arrest, she narrated over it.
The counter?
Name the real standard. Freedom of expression means you are not arrested for the expression. Point at the man, not at the Constitution.
And the second move, same breath?
In Moscow, they would be in prison in 2 minutes. That is, agent substitution. Swap the frame. The question on the table is, what is being done to this protester, here, now? Invoking a worse regime moves the frame to Russia, where the comparison always flatters and the local act goes unexamined.
The move your grammar kept a slot open for.
The live specimen of it. We had documented the pattern in principle. Here it is on camera, spoken by the EU's highest executive. The relevant fact is not that Moscow is worse. It is that the man beside her was in fact being arrested.
Counter.
Maybe Moscow is worse. That does not answer this. Who is being arrested, here, and for what?
Then it moves to the courtroom,
where the laundering completes. Mima was not fined for his opinion. He was fined €110 for violating assembly rules. Shouting. Ignoring police instructions. That is the integration stamp. The procedure offered as proof the thing was not what it was. He was not silenced. He was ticketed for a bylaw.
The same move as a military investigating itself.
And as a court conceding a claim is compelling before dismissing it on jurisdiction. Case 18. The harm is real, The paperwork records a procedure, and the record now reads as orderly. But the last clause breaks the joke. Which clause? The court ordered Mima to seek police permission before any future protest. Prior restraint on assembly administered by the police he was protesting near. In plain description, the mechanism von der Leyen had named seconds earlier as the thing that only happens in Moscow.
Added up.
3 discharge moves in 1 filmed minute. The definitional dodge, agent substitution, and the integration stamp. The densest specimen in the archive.
And it belongs beside Case 17 and the supply side.
Not by theme alone, but by subject. Mima was demonstrating about EU policy toward Israel, so the freedom being asserted was asserted over the suppression of that exact speech. In the grammar of the con, it is the live instance of the definitional dodge and the live, on-camera instance of agent substitution, companion to the supply side's state-scale one.
Leave them with the line.
The cage is not the absence of the word free. The cage is the word free, spoken over the arrest.